So today I'm looking at two different stands here from Pyle for holding TVs and monitors. I both got them from Amazon, yet the interesting thing is that they both have the exact same model number, PTVSTNDPT3215, and I'll show that here later in the video, but both stands and the accessories they come with are vastly different. And this kind of confuses people, and I notice on the Amazon page people are getting one or the other, yet Pyle is selling both these different stands under the same model number. So the one that generally is this one here. This supports a 75 by 75 or 100 by 100 VESA mount monitor, and the stand's a little smaller. The one next to it is larger, a little bit more robust, and the stand that this is supports monitors up to the 200 by 200 VESA mount. So the one that most people look at from the item description on Amazon is the one here, and it's got a, again, the 75 by 75 100 VESA mount, which can swivel like this, so you can rotate your monitor as you want, and you can also tilt it up and down all the way up to 180 degrees. So I have it point straight up or parallel like this. And for height adjustment, you got a screw on the side there. Gives it quite a bit of flexibility. So if I put it all the way to max there, you can then see how high it goes up off the floor. So I'm about 6'3", and where it's holding right here from where I got the camera, this is pretty much right at my eye level. So that gives you an idea of the total height of this model that's got the smaller VESA plate on it. And it's got a lock there, so that it's as high up as it goes. Put it back. So I put it right back down. Like so. And then for handling the legs, just unscrew that part and lift this, and the legs will collapse. And just like that, it's ready to go. And so that's basically this version of the Pyle TV stand, PTV stand, PT3215 as it's called. Now that's not actually the one that I wanted. The one that I wanted was this larger one. So it looks about the same, but again it's got larger tubular construction. The knobs are a bit different on there. And then for adjustment, you unscrew that. The pole comes out. This one does have a key on it, so when you get it to the height that you want, put the key through there, and that will hold it down along with tightening it up there. And that's pretty handy for especially with larger monitors like what I'm using on here, because I have a 32-inch LG commercial monitor which we'll look at on the stand here. That's around 42 pounds that this thing holds up, which is what I wanted it for in the first place. Amazon first sent me that other one, and this is the one I wanted, so I told them that I got the wrong one. Then I got this one, and now it's the right one. So the other one's getting sent back. So just like that, it's pretty much the same. Take the key back. Put it down. And there's a little storage place for the key back here. And like the other one, just unthread this, and then we can pull the legs closed. And there's that one. Now the only thing is on this one here, and at least on this one I can remove the VESA mount on here pretty easy to store this. The other one there, it's a little more difficult for you if you want to take the monitor off of it, because then you have to basically take the individual screws from the VESA mount off and pull the monitor off. Here I could pull the monitor with its mount off of here. So anyway, I'm going to put this together, and we're going to show my LG monitor installed on here and see what that looks like. So I wanted to take this moment before I show the LG monitor I refer to being put on that stand there to show the actual differences between the boxes and even the documentation between these two different Pyle TV stands. Now you see one box is shorter and larger and the other one is smaller and longer. The box that's shorter but bigger is the one that I wanted, which is the one that can do the 200 by 200 millimeter VESA mounts that my monitor is on. Now the one below that is the smaller stand that only can do 75 by 75 or 100 by 100 millimeter VESA mounts. So that's how you can see just the differences in the boxes there. And we do have the one tag here that kind of lists some stuff for the other type of stand, which is the one that I have. And you do see on both boxes that it does say Pyle PTVSTNDPT3215 whatever. They have the exact same model numbers on them. So again, this is why they're being confused with buyers, because Amazon, where I got it from, and other sellers, it's the same exact model number for both of these TV stands, but they're actually different, and you're paying the same price for basically either one of them. And then we kind of again compare documentation and whatnot. There's basically a one-page pamphlet along with a warranty card and stuff for the larger stand, and then we got kind of like a 3-page stapled sheet of specifications and stuff for the smaller type of stand. So I just wanted to show that these pictures that I took in between showing the video there with our stand and then the bigger stand that we're going to show with the monitor on it. So let's go ahead and get to that. So here is my 32-inch commercial LG monitor with the 200 by 200 VESA mount that the other Pyle TV stand comes with attached to it already. And I've gone ahead, I'm going to go place it on our stand. And depending on how heavy your TV or monitor is, this can be a bit of a trick sometimes. Get a little cumbersome. What I want to do is put the key through the hole there. Just a little bit. So right now I'm just adjusting the monitor's tilt in the back here. And there we now have the monitor up on the stand. So yeah, that's again, supports up to a 32-inch display, and it has the 20-inch VESA mount. Let's spin it around here. So we can see the display there. We can see that 200 by 200 mount that this one comes with, which again is what I needed because the monitor I had was 32 inches and it needed a 200 by 200 type mount on it. Now I will say, again, this monitor is around 42 pounds, and according to the instructions, supposedly this stand has a weight limit of almost 90 pounds. Now, in my personal opinion, I wouldn't really go any higher than the weight that this monitor is, which is 40 plus pounds, because this is at its lowest setting here, which is pretty much just fine for this. But when the tube starts getting higher, it does start to kind of tilt some. And I wonder, again, just how strong the one main bolt that's holding the monitor to the stand there, and the tubular construction itself, for anything that might be heavier on here. But for this, it seems to do just fine. And so again, that's the lowest level. We can put it up higher, which of course would require me to lift it up. So let's do that. But again, depending on the size of the monitor, this can get a little cumbersome to do. And especially with heavy monitors, you might need to have a second person on hand to help you. Generally, it's always a good idea. There's the next hole. Now is up to the next height. So it's got 3 height positions on there. This is the second one now. So let's see where it is from the floor there to where the monitor is there. And again, comparing from the last one there, the monitor is still below my eye level. If I put it up to the 3rd position, which I can again show, it will certainly be at eye level. Let me go up one more. Now we're at the 3rd level, which is the highest height that it supports. Of course, I can tighten it there too. And now the monitor is roughly at eye level, again, at least from eye height. And we can see approximately how far it is off the floor there. Now again, as I say, I wouldn't go much more on the weight for this, especially with it at this setting, because the tube is tilting forward a little bit there, and stability and stuff might start to become a bit of a concern there. So that's pretty much what I say about that. And for those about the price on it, it was about $22 or so off of Amazon when I got it. Of course, the price can fluctuate, but I wanted kind of an inexpensive stand. So this is what I wanted. Of course, I had to get it again because the first one was the wrong size. But this is what I wanted for this. And so that's it. And so that is the Pyle TV monitor stand, PTVSTNDPT3215. Both versions of them. The much smaller one for the 75 or 100 millimeter VESAs, or you got this one here that goes up to the 200 millimeter VESA sizes.